Hello, hello, hello. Things look a little strange today. Oh man, it happened again. Hi, Laveda. I always forget to change the YouTube. Let's see if I'm on here yet. There I am. Nope, that's not the right one. Come on, book. Come on. Nope, it's not going to put me out there, are ya? Guess not. Oh, Geminis. Facebook hasn't put my live out on my main page, which is always inconvenient because then you don't get any views, which is no bueno. Hi, Trees. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Carol. Hi, April. Hi, Sue. Hello, Phyllis. Hi, Shonda. Hi, Valerie. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm just trying to find the lives because the lives aren't posting to the outside of the book, unfortunately, which is not good because then I have to put it out there artificially and it just doesn't look good. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Miss Edie. Hi, two Miss Lindas. Yep, I guess so. We're going to have to put it out there like that since it won't go out there any other way. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Woo! It's a little warm in said area. Hi, Sheila. How is everybody? Are you guys ready for the weekend? I told Trev when I was taking him to work this morning, I said, it feels like this week was the longest week ever because it was like the first week getting back into the groove of things, and then like the groove didn't work anywhere. Like the schedules was just all combobulated all week. So it was really strange. Hi, Patty. You live on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube never gives me a problem. It's the book that never puts it out there properly. And but what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Hi, Lori. Not warm in Indiana. What is it? It's not warm here per se. It's just kind of warm where I am right in this area. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Um, Mary Sharkey, I'm so sorry. I found your bag of castings that I was supposed to send to you like 2 weeks ago. Now where did Troy move them to? They're around here. I will send it to you today when I do our orders. I was like, what is this? What is this bag of black castings? And I was like, that's Mary's bingo prize from like weeks ago. I'm sorry. Oh, heck no. This weekend will be crazy weekend of cleaning, organizing ahead of my appraisal. With a broken rib? Girl, take it easy, Barbara. Good Lord have mercy. Okay, so we're going to get back to our Santa. Our rocks are nice and hard. I put them in the cloche so that Troy could not step and flatten them anymore. And I was upstairs yesterday and I was telling Nick my story about how, I was telling you guys my story about how he was trying to weasel out the tablet case for me. And he just thought it was the funniest daggone thing. And I told him about April even laughing at me, and April's being one of my newer friends. And he was thinking that was even funnier. And I was like, nobody's on my side. Not even my newer friends aren't on my side. Everybody's laughing at me. And he was like, yeah, which one is it, by the way? So that whole conversation started all over again. Me just trying to share my tea with him, making conversation, started that whole conversation again. And so then he was like, I don't know. And then this is honest truth. So as I'm like getting ready to give in because I cannot take the in my ear, Trevor calls me and he says, Mom, did you just try to purchase something on Amazon? And I'm like, no. Because sometimes his card gets used on accident. Very rarely, though. And I was like, no. And so he goes, well, somebody just tried to purchase something on Amazon and my bank declined it. I don't know why my bank declined it, but it declined it. And so then a whole fury of everything started. We had to lock all of our cards. I had to get on Amazon. So I walked away from that conversation, long story short, okay? Come back to the conversation, and he, like me, has a bunch of computer screens on his little table there. And I see the tablet on the screens. And I said, what are you doing? And it goes, is it a 10, a 11, a 13, a 14, a da, 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 da. And I go, whatever. I said, I don't know. I said, don't waste your money and buy the wrong thing, because then you'll have a bunch of cases that don't fit. And he goes, oh, like all the phone cases that don't fit? I've had it with this tablet ordeal. Had it. Hi, Sandy Clean. Hubby will help whenever he can, so will Becca. Aww. Am I on Terry Lightsey again? It's a habit. I just push them on. If you're on Terry Lightsey, please go over to Crafting Chaos. I'm not supposed to be streaming there. It's just a habit of when I load the pages. Yeah, so anyways, but I would like to say, I know he doesn't typically watch my lives or my replays, but my Just Crafting, the crafty brother, sent Troy a yay big box. Because you guys know he does pallet sales on Monday on his page, on actually the Crafty Brother, 4 o'clock my time, I think it's 7 o'clock Eastern. He does pallet sales. He buys Amazon pallets. He's been collecting phone cases for Troy, and yesterday he sent a box of phone cases to Troy. Let me just tell you, I sent Justin the pictures. Let me just tell you. So this is him realizing that the box is what it is in the box, and he's so happy. He was going banana daiquiris. So there were, obviously it's a pallet sale, so there's phone cases of all sorts. He was trying to find every phone that he has owned from now until eternity to put all his different phones in all these different phone cases. I was like, oh, Lord. So I messaged Justin. I was like, Justin, you have absolutely made Troy's entire day, night, week. It was so cute. Hi, Miss Connie. Hey, my Ashley. He is so sweet. So sweet. And I was just like, oh. Had I been smart, I wouldn't have opened the box yesterday because he had gotten a phone case on the live, remember? I would have opened it today. But you see, your girl is not that smart. Anyway, so we have a lot to do today. I will shut up and get my desk on. Hi, Desi. Hi, Tina. I know he's a great person. Yes, Miss Ashley, please, because... So I need to get that to my boss. Oh, by the way, tomorrow on Creative Hour is going to be my very own Ashley. She's doing me a solid because someone who was supposed to be on tomorrow, cannot be on. So Ashley, who was supposed to be on next week, is going to be on tomorrow. Very, very, very short notice, like yesterday, literally at 8 p.m. her time. So tomorrow will be my Ashley from Simply Blessed Design. So it will be a fun one. Let me get my desk on the screen. All right. So yesterday, if you remember, we were painting our Santa because he's going to go in our cloche. The heart is really cute, but we are going to put, this says Merry Christmas. We're going to just cover the heart. I mean, I don't mind so much if you see it from the back, but I'd like for the front to, have that. And then we're going to probably put this on here, which needs to be rebent because for whatever reason, I didn't listen to myself and leave it on the glass yesterday. And I also didn't take the molds off, so I was peeling them off while I was sitting here waiting for you guys. All right, so we're going to do some antiquing gel all throughout the Santa and give him a little depth. And then we're going to dry brush him to give him a little bit of highlights. And then we're going to pull out some antiquing paste. Antiquing paste? Say what? Some velvet powder. What is this doing here? Some velvet powder to do his Santa bag. And then we'll get the rest of this and we'll do the things, the things, the ting-tings. Okay. You need to go to your professional dashboard. And then yours is different. I believe you need to go to like settings or go to settings and then page access. All right, let's get some water. So the antiquing gel is water-based. The antiquing paste, solvent, antiquing gel, water. You can use this at full strength if you like. I rarely do. I always mix it with water. But, it's really dependent upon the project that you're using. Or you're doing, not you're using. And baby wipes are going to be your bestest friend ever. And we're going to put this on. Oh, I didn't paint the bunnies, though. Oh, well. We're here now. So we're gonna go everywhere. And I know it looks really frightening. And you're like, oh, my gosh, Terry, you're ruining your project. But you're not. I would suggest, though, this one's just a small mold, so it wouldn't be so bad, but it's easier if you work in sections, just so you don't have, a whole ton to handle. But you can see now, we can see all the little toys, and you can see his little face comes to light now. And now we've got some natural shadows happening in his jacket, which looks lovely. Yes, Ash. Mine is, yeah. Hi, Lisa Gray. It is. And I've had a bunch of it every time I'm on Creative Hour, I'm on somebody's page. So, oh, speaking of being on somebody's page, oddly enough, Lindy's box ended up getting to her yesterday. It was late. Wouldn't have made it for us to be live anyways. It was later in the evening, but it made it yesterday. So they must not have been scanning it. Whatever. So we're going to finish her nativity box on Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, right? 4 o'clock Central. 4 o'clock Central. She's 2 hours ahead of me. 2 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. Man, why can't we all just have the same? And if you are in the UK, Lord have mercy. I think you're at like 10 or something like that. Also, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It'll matter to you guys who watch me. But I told Lindy we're going to be on my page as well, but we're going to be portrait. You guys know whenever most creators go live, they go in portrait. There's very few of us that go landscape like this. So I told her I will set it up in portrait. So just a little heads up. Look at how good he looks now. Just a little bit of antiquing gel does so much. Terry, please explain what antiquing gel is used for, please. I've not used it before. So just like what I just did, I can't do that right now, Troy. Just what I just used it for, April. So antiquing gel, Troy, I cannot. Antiquing gel and antiquing paste, I use them pretty much the same ways. However, antiquing gel is water-based. You can wipe it back with like a baby wipe. If you want to use a dry towel, you can. And what I use it for is shadowing and to give depth to a project, okay? So if you've seen, and we'll do it again when we paint here, but if you've seen, I just kind of put it all over, just, messily, if you will, and I wipe it back. And what happens is it sits down in the recessed parts and leaves shadowing. And so it gives your project the depth and dimension that it wouldn't have if you just use paint alone, right? Because paint alone leaves everything very flat, right? So, and like here you see he's got a lot on his face. So you can either take your water bottle with the antiquing gel and spritz his face a little bit and wipe it back. And you can keep wiping it off to take as much off as you'd like. Leave as much as you like. If you're doing it with the antiquing gel, it's just a little bit different because it is solvent based. So they are used for the same purpose, if you will, but the technique is just a little bit different. So once I'm finished painting my project, do I seal it? I always suggest that you seal your projects. That's just me. So if you're asking me, my personal opinion, yes, you seal your project when you're done. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, UK is 8 hours ahead of me, though. Okay, so we've got some antiquing gel on him. Let's dry him a little bit. Then we're going to dry brush him a little. And then we'll push him aside because we'll do all the waxing with all of them at the same time. I'm just super impatient, so I want to do some dry brushing on him right now because I want to see. And then also because we need to put some decor glue tacky on his bag so that way we can do a little bit of velvet powder on him. So we're just going to take a little bitty bit. Famous words. We're going to take a little bit of our Waverly. Ha! Look at that. It was actually a little bit. This kid is on a whole nother level. Cologne. Your hair did. There you go, my love. He must got himself a hot diggity date. You got yourself a hot diggity date, son? All right, and then let's get a brush. And now remember, whenever you're dry brushing, you want to load your brush. However, it seems very counterintuitive, but you are going to tap away until you see nothing. Doesn't make sense, right? And then, Troy, you want a 1-2 punch? Is this one of the cases you want to show your friends? Look at how cool this one is. I know, but that one's a little bit big, Bubba's. It won't fit. Okay, so the closer you hold your brush to the bristles, the more pressure you have. The further out you hold, the less pressure you have, okay? So if you want a lot to deposit, then you want to hold down here. If you want a dry brushing, just a feathering amount on there, you want to hold it towards the end so that you can flick, okay? And then let's start at the trees or whatever this is supposed to be. And we're going to now put our highlights in, or just a little bit of dry brushing. We're really going to see it on his shoes. That's more or less where I wanted it, because obviously the black we don't see too much. And then let's get that sled. Don't forget the edges. So you see there's still quite a bit of paint on the brush, although nothing was coming off on the paper towel. And a big mistake I see people make as well is they keep going in. You don't need to keep going in. What is this? Stuffed nachos? You don't eat those. All right, so there's our Santa kind of done. We still have some work to do on him. But before we start painting these little guys, let's get some decor glue tacky and let's put it on his little Santa bag here, so we can let that sit and do its thing. And then we'll get some velvet powder on here. Hubba hubba, Troy. Do you have to varnish first before you put the antiquing gel? You do not. Okay. There's two ways to think about this, okay? If you varnish prior to doing antiquing gel, you have more control over what you take off, right? Because the varnish almost acts as a little bit of a resist. So people like to varnish before they do the antiquing gel or the antique paste because they have more control over what they pull off. I personally, it's kind of 80-20. 20 being I varnish. 80% of the time I do not varnish because I really like the look that I get without varnishing. I didn't varnish here. It's going to leave a deeper deposit, but I'm okay with that look. So I would try it with varnishing first if it's your first time doing this technique. And if you're like, golly, I really wish I could get more from what I just did. I really wish it would leave more. You can always go back and do it over and over. Or maybe next time, try it without varnishing. So you'll see people do them both ways. They'll varnish and then some won't varnish. And neither way is the right way. It's just one way you have more control than the other. Does that make sense? What color was what? The white was just the Waverly Plaster chalk paint. And then, so now we're going to go in with the Decor Glue Tacky. And you guys know that this goes on milky white. When it goes nice and transparent, it's ready. All right. And yes, I am that kind of person that really wants to get wherever it's supposed to be. So, excuse me, bunny ears. All right, so we'll set this aside and then we'll start. Troy must be eating something. Mmm. What is that you're eating? Do I even want to know? There you go. Is that a French toast stick that you just had me put ketchup on? What? It's supposed to not. What? Syrup, kid. Syrup. French toast stick is syrup. Good cuggly muggly. All right. Anyways, what do I know? Obviously, not much. Okay. I need to put my top back on. I am just going to get that paper towel off. Yeah, I do need. This is the piece that's going to go on the top. All right. Like bozo. Actually, I'll need to score the whole backing of this anyways because I'm going to need to adhere it to that glass. And whenever you score your pieces, are we using this? I don't know. It's easier if you score the back of your resin pieces whenever you're gluing them down to anything. Doesn't matter what you're gluing it down. If you score it, it will help. I usually pull out my Dremel. Lord knows if it's over here. Oh, I actually think it is over here. Mr. Nick did return the Dremel. So we'll just score all of them right now so I don't remember to do it after I've already painted, which is usually what happens. What color did I paint the Santa suit? The Bourdon in metallic. And I actually do not have this in the store, but I now have my Decoupage Queen link for you guys. Sue, actually it's my old link for DQ. We reactivated it. Do you still have it? I think the last numbers are 22. Hey, Trish. Oop. Well, we're not using that bow. All right. So, what was I going to use that little bow for anyways? Okay. So now that this one's all nice and yucky, oh, you know what else we need is our little guys to put them on the rocks. And we need to paint the little rocks too, don't we? So we need to paint our little rocks because Oh, look. He's going to be perfect. Okay. We need to paint our rocks. And we need to paint these little guys. We need vellum and stone. We need vellum paper and stone effect. Say what? I will need you two in a little bit, but until then, you guys just go back. Oh, I'm like, why is it sticking to me? Well, because it has the cord glue tacky on it, you doofus. Oy vey. If I only had a brain, I would be dangerous. All right, we're going to get a little bit of acrylic primer because we didn't prime these guys. I know that I should clean them with isopropyl alcohol first, so hold on a minute. Even though they're really tiny, we still need to do the proper process, right? They're gonna look so cute on the rocks. Ay, 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 ay. On my link tree? I might have put it back on my link tree. Let me just tell you how much Sue is rolling her eyes and cursing at me right now. At least I'm not in denial, I know. Oh, Ashley, we can put stone effects on the stone rocks. I could do that for you. Sand before I paint. Barbara Ross. Thankfully, I don't think I need to attach the backs of these to anything. It'll just be like the bottoms of them. Let's not get acrylic primer on my nail because that won't come off. Why? You get me every time, and I just think it's really rude. Stop. That's where you found what? The TH Decor? Is that what you're talking about? TH Decor is no more. Ha! Okay. Hold on. Let me even see if I have stone effects that's going to go on to those things. Lazur. Where do I keep the stone effect at? That's how often I use it. Let's go searching for you. Oh, I have the whole cabinet. A whole cabinet of stone effects. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Girlfriend, I can't put vellum on anything over here. I don't know. Okay. What are you doing? Instead of saying okay so much, stop saying okay so much and move on with life. Oh, did I pull it down already? Hello? Is it you I'm looking for? Nope, it's not. It's you I'm looking for. Lord have mercy. I scare myself. I'm not feeling myself. I'm scaring myself. Hardy har har. Oh, yeah. That's me. All right. I know. More painting. I'm sorry. At least today shouldn't be so very painful. Unless you use too big of a brush because you're trying to make it not painful. But we'll get on with it, I promise. Terry, change the brush. Terry, change the brush. Okay. Such a bonehead. All right. What are these wiggly things? Are you also a leaf? Troy, what do you, now? Another one? Honey, you have ketchup all over your mouth. Son, those are French toast sticks, my love. They're not. Don't stop squeezing it. Oh, for the love of Bob. Blech. No wonder Onyx is following you everywhere. Oh, Kugly Moogly. Who knew? Do a cloche, she says. Paint little objects, she says. 'Cause that'll be fun. Ah, I know. Can you hear me? Like. So that is my link that you can use to get the acrylic paint in the Bourdon. I should bring it into the store, but here's the thing, you guys. I always have these great and grand ideas to bring things into the store, and then I bring it into the store, and I'm like, whew, where are you going to put that? All right. I not necessarily caring, if you will, that the green is getting on places that it shouldn't, because I will fix it with the other paint. I'm just trying to get this on here so we can move on from this whole painting debacle that I decided to get myself into. I was like, I got green paint on my nail. Nope, it's my gingerbread man's buttons. Okay, a little bit down here is, what is that? I know that one's a leaf. What is it? Well, you're all going to be a leaf. Yeah, not good for the OCD. Hold it over there. Because if you hold it over there, then you can paint over here. You know what I mean, Jellybean? All right. that all the green? I don't know if we're using this, so for now we're going to put that over there. Let's washa, or brusha. I know. I get on my nerves too, don't worry. It's not just you. It's not just you. I get on my own nerves. Hey, if you haven't tried them with ketchup, don't be judging. Yes, that's all he does is eat. He's always eating. Did I ever tell you the story about when I went to my little cousin's house, and I guess it was one of his wife's aunts or something. She wasn't a family member of mine, but I heard her talking, and she was saying that Troy looks like he's malnourished and that I should feed him more. I ever tell you guys that story? Obviously, that lady didn't know me. What, Mama? What? Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to wait. Yeah. She met Terry 2.0 very quickly. It was a good day. You know, all the irritations you let build up because you're like that nice person, and when people do things, you're just like, okay, other people's children. You got to go get it for me, Papas. Go get it for me, and I'll fill it up for you. Yeah, I unleashed on her. It was a good day. I quite enjoyed myself. Malnourished. My eye. Troy will make a person go broke. I didn't tell you guys that? Oh my gosh. So the funnier thing is, for those of you who don't know, my main, I'm mainly Filipino and Irish. I don't know. I guess because maybe a lot of Filipinos don't think I'm Filipino because I'm so tall. If you don't know, I'm 5'9". And apparently my Irish my Irish side, I don't know. I get a lot from Filipinos. I don't think I'm Filipino. Anyways, so she was speaking Ilocano and thought that I didn't understand her. Well, she proceeded to speak about me, and I just let her go. And the thing is Troy was standing next to her, and she was kind of like holding onto his arm. And so my little cousin, whose house it was, he came over to me, and whenever you say manang, that is like when I call people like Miss, Miss Linda, it's your, respect. So he came over to me and he said, Manang, can you please just walk away? And I said to him, if she was talking about me, I could. But since she's talking about my son, I will not. So you might want to take your kids and move them away because I'm about to unload on this woman. So I can't tell you all the choice words that I was yelling. I love you too, Papas. But yes, she learned very quickly that not only did I understand what she was saying, that I was the wrong person. Plus, anyways, I don't care who you are. You don't be talking about somebody else's child. Like, what is the problem? Filipino? Yeah, Filipino and Irish. Yeah, it's a very interesting mix of tempers. Let me tell you what. Very interesting mix of tempers. If April is still here, April, you can probably see that this paint job looks really crazy. I do that on purpose when I'm live because I will go in and fix it with the antiquing paste. And I will show you the difference between using this and this, what I was talking about earlier. But yeah, it was really ignorant. I do remember calling her ignorant quite a bit. But the look on her face was just kind of like horrified because she didn't realize, like I said, she didn't realize that I understood everything she was saying. And she also, what is happening here? She also didn't realize that I was Troy's mom, which was kind of crazier to me because then she's talking about somebody and she was thinking she was all brave because she didn't realize that I was his mom and I was standing right there. My paint is crazy looking. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I can't reach it. Ugh. So yeah. This was years ago. Troy was he was tiny. This was years ago. But okay, so this is the delicate metallic in gold. But that's not the first time that somebody has said or thought that Troy was malnourished. So, because Troy had reflux for so long when he was little, the way that the doctor explains it is that, like, he didn't develop those fat cells because, he didn't keep his bottle down. It was actually very scary. I remember just praying every time I would feed him, just so he would keep it down, and very rarely did he. But yeah, so because he didn't develop the fat cells, he told me, Troy will never be fat. He will never be overweight. So, okay. So as you know, I did tell you it says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Obviously, right now we can't see that, but we will. We will bring that out in Juno Momentos. I'm kidding. Uno momento. I know. Okay. Let's get that done. And then there are a couple of berries. So we're going to take this itty bitty brush. Told you, I irritate myself too. Don't worry. not just you. And we're literally just going to use the tip of the brush there's one brush hair that's having a bad hair day. It's going out wild to the other side. Chuhada. Chuhada! All right. Okay, let's dry these and then fix this botched paint job. Again, if you have, oh man, Terry, what the heezy wheezy? Where did it go? Oh, brush. Where did you go? Well, we'll use another one. Where did I see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. 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 My son had encephalitis when he was 3. Because of that infection, he developed an uncontrollable seizure disorder along with developmental disability as a child of 9. He is the sweetest, most friendly. Hi, Chris. Some people just don't have a filter and don't know when to keep their mouth shut. You ain't lying. You are not lying. And I'm sure every race has it, but the Filipino, like the old school Filipino ladies, I call them cackling hens because that's what they like to do, is just stay in like a little corner and just gossip, just cackle. And that's what she thought she was doing, was just gonna cackle about somebody's child. And whoo boy, not only am I Filipino, but I am very Americanized, born and raised here. And you're lucky my mama's not here, because she would have done took you out back. Now, I do have respect for my elders, so I'm not going to whoop on you. But you are going to feel my wrath. And she got the wrath, for dang sure. Okay, so we're going to use the velvet powder in, I think this is like burgundy, if I can't find the name. I'm pretty sure. I usually mix this color now because I don't know. I need to talk to Megan. I don't know if we just aren't bringing in some of the colors, because even when I try to restock like the 26 in the black, I don't see it. So I will ask her if we're not stocking, or not that we're not stocking it. Sometimes Pintart will discontinue some things. All right, so just like always, we're just going to tap, tap, tap. And then, oh my, come on. Oh, I hate that you guys can't see it good. And we're just going to take a little brusha and kind of get that out of the bunny's ears where it doesn't belong, out of his beard. And then you always want to go in and make sure that you don't feel any sticky, right? Because that tacky will always stay tacky. You have to cover it. Oh my gosh. And then it's picking up the contours of that bag. It's coming off. Well, if I wasn't sitting on my phone, I'd be able to see. It is such a cool color. I hope it's coming off, because on screen it looks very red and it's not. It's not red at all. It's a deep, deep color. All right, really quickly, let's put that back into the jar. Unfortunately, people, parents of special needs children know that other children, even other adults, children, I give them a pass, of course, because they really, they only know what they're taught, right? But when other adults say things, it's more heartbreaking than anything, because it's like, golly, you guys should just know better, you know. In God's eyes, they're perfect. He made them perfect. He doesn't make mistakes. So whenever people are so judgmental, or they say, crude, rude things, it's more a reflection on them. But it aggravates me, because I just want to rip every single one of their heads off. Okay, so here we used, I really don't like how when you won't see it, because you won't hold Santa this way. But if you can see, how I always talk about the goopies? Somehow there's goopies underneath, like Santa's mustache of the antiquing gel, and it's driving me nuts, you guys. So I'm just going to take some water on the bud. Again, because this one is water-based, I'm going to put a lot of water, clean water, on my bud and stick it down in there, and then I'm going to move it out. Again, you're not going to see him up that way, but because he's sitting down here, I can see it, and it looks awful. That's better. Okay. Now, we're going to take the antique paste, and I'm going to work that into my bristles. I'm going to use the lid. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, Barbara Ross, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Troy, are you bringing down a whole outfit? They are super rude, and honestly, they need to hush. Their lives are far from exactly. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Yep. All right, so this is what I always talk about. This kid has lost his ever-loving mind. Do you not like what I put on you today? You picked out your shirt. You sure you don't want to save this for tomorrow when Ashley's on? You seem to like to get in your birthday suit with Ashley's on Creative Hour. You sure you don't want to wait till tomorrow? Pops, can't you wait, Okay, do you see how now our paint job looks like, wow, Terry, you're just took hours to paint that. And I didn't. So, same thing, we're putting in our, don't forget your edges, y'all, especially whenever you're, on your castings like this, because they do show. But now you see how it just brings out all the details, like on the bell, on the bow, all that good stuff. We didn't put the berries in on here, so I really should. All right, so same thing here. We're going to do this one. Now we're going to be able to see the separation of the leaves because right now it all looks very flat. It's all one color because, you know, we just painted it green. Of course, we splashed in a couple of berries in there. But, Lord help me. Son, please go get your shirt so I can put your shirt on. You should see the big smile he has on his face. I'm going to wring his neck. Oy, 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 why I oughta. All right. So, we're just getting this on everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Yes, that shirt. And then I'm going to wipe it back. Troy, can we change your pants after Mama's done? And now you can see, especially if you're up close, you would be able to see that it says Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Son, you're killing me, Smalls. You know, I kind of liked the outfit I picked out for you. I mean, take your glasses off, Papas. Troy James, Mama is on alive right now. You know, put that down. You put your left arm in, put your right arm in. Good golly. Okay, you gotta wait for all that. Okay, I know you want to use your new pants and all, but son, that means just wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. We're going to use our little bit of white that we still have. The top layer is dry, but there's way, way, way more than we need there. Same thing. I'm going to kind of wiggle it into the bristles first, and then I'm going to tap off once again until my paper towel is dry. And when I do this, you guys, I rotate the brush 360 because it's inevitable that you rotate the brush whenever you're painting or dry brushing. So you don't want to have one side with a lot of paint on it. So rotate, and then again, I'm going to flick it. So light pressure, I'm going to hold it out towards the end of the brush, and we're just going to and again, we will go in with our wax after everything. I know. He has one speed, and it's now, Mom. I hear him taking his pants off. Oh, my banana daiquiris. Okay, so you see, now you can't see my botched paint job because I can't with him. Okay, the animals, we are not going to take as much time as we did on these. Son, you don't need to cut the tags all the time, Pops. Tags are good sometimes. It helps Mom in her old age know what size things are. Okay, so Troy, let's take a little bit of the light brown, and let's take a little bit of the falcon brown, and we're just going to hold on, please. Troy, seriously? You can't just drop your drawers while everybody's watching? What on earth is happening? Okay, hold on to mama. Could you not wait? Like, why on earth do we need to wear your new clothes right now? Huh? Like, you got a hot date? I already done told you about having these girls come at my door. Jiminy Christmas, Troy James. I mean, at least you didn't do this when Megan was here, I guess. Sorry, guys. You know, it's not called craft and chaos just cause. I really don't understand it. Troy. I'm glad you think this is funny. Here, take this and beat it. Do your best moonwalk right out of here, kid. Oh, guacamole. Killing me, Smalls. Oy vey. That's alright. What do I know? I can't find a mouse. Hello, mouse. Mouse. I see you moving everywhere except for my screen that I need you to move to. Oh, that's because it's frozen, isn't it? Whatever. What do I know? This screen over here is frozen. So, hold on, because I need y'all back. There we go. Hi. Don't mind me. Stop making me laugh. It hurts. Sorry. I wash my brushes after every use, but half of them look like Troy's hair on the back. Oh, wrong one. All right. We're gonna now you guys know why I don't have, like, hundreds of thousands of viewers, because there's only few people that can put up with this nonsense. And if you're here, you're my people. Because Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. All right. So, we're just going to, all of our animals are getting painted all the same colors, but they'll look a little bit oh gosh. See, and it's not just me that takes 2 hours to craft, y'all. You know? Okay, maybe it is most of the time. But it's because I've usually got to stop and make noodles, cut hot dogs, pump a half a bottle of soy sauce out of rice. You know. All right, so I literally just dabbed it. You again? Didn't I tell you to beat it? 12 hours later. Anything else? Why are you laughing? You're like, well, since you asked. What else can I do? All right. Those aren't getting painted brown, right? I did pull out some gray. This is a light gray. I don't like this light gray. Okay, well, we're going to use, Troy, I swear to Bob. It's not funny. Quit it. Stop laughing. Stop harassing me. Yes, I'm using a dirty brush. It's okay. We're going to use that same dirty brush, and a little dab will do ya of black in that dirty brush, and we're going to make a dirty rock. And then we'll go over it with some, I see it, son. I see it. Hi, Joanne. We'll go over it with some stone effects to give it a little bit of texture. I'm not mad at that rock color. Probably needs to be a little bit darker, so I'll dab a little bit of corner in there. If you were here yesterday, we made the rock out of hardy clay. Lord, the bottoms don't need to be painted, but you know, we will for the sake of it. What is happening? Tell ya, who needs a comedy show when you guys can just, you know, come here and watch the life of me and Troy thinking it's funny as he messes with me. Yeah, I figured you were gonna want your shoes on. You're just gonna have to hold on to 2 hot seconds, kid. Can you see me when I'm like 80 years old and he's harassing me like this? And he's not gonna care if I'm 80 years old and I'm like barely able to move. He's not gonna care. He's gonna be like, that's your problem. You're the one who decided to get old. We need a day in. She's live. 2 dogs, a Nick, delivery trucks, crafting, and Troy. I don't know how she does it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know how. Hold on to me. I don't know how you guys do it because, honestly, I don't know if I could even watch me. Honestly. Like, if I was just watching me do, like, a project, I could probably stand it. But the fact that so many things happen, I probably couldn't watch me. I would probably have already thrown in the towel years ago. Beat it. Seriously now, beat it. Troy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not mess with Onyx? Alright. So I just needed a base on these of something. They look kind of stony to me. Alright. Now I'm going to these guys here. We need to do something with them now that I ruined my jar right there. And my desk is just getting, this is just a little too much now. Hold on. What do I need? Do I need paint anymore? I don't think so. I'm scared to start throwing stuff in the jar because I haven't tightened things, but oh well. This is just getting out of hand. Okay, Now, you're broken. Are you? Wrong way. Cool. All right. We're going to do the same thing. We need to, right now, they just look like brown blobs. So we're just going to hit them with the dry brush. And I'll pick them up in just a second because we need to get some of their other... Like him, he's holding a little acorn. So now we can tell that he's a little squirrel. And then I think she's okay. We just need to make sure. Oh my banana daiquiris. Thanks, son. You're the best. Don't you have any more French toast sticks to eat? Okay, and then our little bunny rabbit, the back ear didn't get any. Oh, his back didn't get any. Okay, good. Cuggly muggly. Those are little animals. Oh, we got more baby wipes than necessary over here, but that's all right. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. There you go. Okay. Thank you, son. I learned so much and I get to that. So the stone effects is just like its name. It is gives you like that stony look. I will tell you most all of your products you shouldn't put down the drain. You especially do not want to put like heavy body down the drain. What I mean by that is like while you're washing things, be very aware of what you're doing. Stone effect paste, you absolutely positively do not want to wash this down the drain. Let me say that again. Don't do it. I don't care if it's an itty bitty little bitty bitty bitty. Don't put stone effects down the drain. If you do, it's not good. It will mess up everything. I'm telling you, I'm being so very serious. So we're just going to take some of this, and is it even? Oh, my anthracite might not even be. Ah, no. Mine might be dry because I don't use it very often, and it feels like it is. So Ash is going to be out of luck because I don't want to open another one right now. Wow, this one actually is pretty full. So the fact that it's dry is, I'm wondering if I didn't close it very well. So let me see this one. Troy, seriously, stop. Go relax because you're doing too much. The gray is the one that I need. The brown isn't going to do anything without the gray. So I know I have more over there. I will open it and do it. I will get some out of inventory and do a actual project with it. But for the sake of doing this today, it's only for these anyways. But still, listen to what I said. You still very much so do not want to put that down the drain. So we're just going to take these rocks for now, and let's use some of the antiquing gel, which again is the water base. And I'm just going to because if you guys remember, I made a bunch of like little creases and marks with my tool whenever I was shaping these. Okay, and then I'm actually going to get course. Of course, I can't just stand up and grab it. I'm going to get a little bit of the black antiquing gel. The antiquing gel comes in a bunch of different colors. Same thing, I'm going to add just a tad bit of water to it. And I'm just doing the same thing, more so concentrated on like where I did a lot of the little creases and marks, and doing the same thing. I'm just going to dab it off. I don't want to wipe because I don't mind if you know, most of that stays behind. Again, we're just trying to make it look like little boulders that they're going to be sitting on. My comments aren't moving over here. Oh, the iron paste. Oh, I haven't used that in so long. I used to use that a lot. That's another fun one to use. And the iron paste, the magnetic paste. I don't think I've used the magnetic or the iron paste since, golly, last year at least. Because I remember using the magnetic when I did, was it the Alzheimer's? I think those look pretty good if I do say so myself. All right. Let's get this Mama Jamma highlighted and done. This and this and this and this and this and this don't go in the detail area. Those go in another area. These go in the water. These can go. This goes in the detail area. That goes in the water. We'll use you. All right. Let's get a little bit of quit getting up. You put everything over here so you didn't have to get up, didn't ya? Yeah, you did. Actually, right here in arm's reach. Okay, we're going to use some of my favorite, the Chameleon wax in white gold. Again, I'm going to load it into my bristles, and then I'm just going to, unlike dry brushing, I'm not trying to wipe it off. I'm just trying to get like any clumpies off. And then we're going to take our Santa, and same thing, I don't want a harsh deposit. So I'm out here just flicking, and obviously we won't go on the bag. Can you see? Come. Just gonna give him a little bit of highlight and shine. Okay, pick up what I left on the lid. And same thing. What pops? Oh, that one's a cool phone case. What is that? Feathers? Does that have feathers on there? Not forget our edges. What, Popeyes? What? What? Okay, now for our little animals, I do want to give them some highlight, but I don't want to do like a gold highlight on them. So I'm going to come over here and get Finn's her Celestial, and I know you guys, it's been out of stock forever at Prima too. So hopefully when I had it in the store, you guys got it whenever I said, because the white pearl and the Celestial are like the white gold. All right, so again, can you see? So for not painting him and just doing quick little one coat paints, you can still get away as long as you know, do a couple of little highlights and dimension with your antiquing gels and stuff like that. You can get away with not having to do so much detail painting if you don't want to, or like if you're live and you don't have time. All right, and we're going to do just a little bit on the rocks. Just a teensy bit. I like it. I like it. I love it. Just kidding. But I know it's in your head now. You're welcome. Okay, this goes over here. This goes in the garbage. Let's get you back over here. I can't see. Thank you. Hi, Jackie Bates. Oy vey, such problems today trying to chat with you on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, Terry. Aw. Hi, Megan. Terry, hold the wax jar so I can screenshot the name, please. I think that's what Sue just asked you or told you the link for. It's wax paste chameleon in white gold, and you can find it in my store, which is what the QR code is. Or if you're on Crafting and Chaos, you can do exclamation new, and it will take you to my page. You're welcome. Probably saying that to Sue, not me. Hey, we could have put his Look. We have to put something there. He can't just be having his foot up in the air. It has to be on something. All right. So we need to give it a little bit of a base. I don't know what we're doing with this bow. We didn't paint it. But look at how perfect our little woodland animals are going to be. If you do exclamation EJG, that'll give you my link to L&J Goods where you can get your snow globe mold for your little animals. All right. Gosh, y'all, do we want to use... I know I said I wanted to put the snow down, but we can't. The snow needs something to sit on. He's kicking rocks. So we can put the Spanish moss down. We can put the fake moss down, but this moss, it's the color. Although I love this moss much better, the color is such a bright green. I feel like this is more Easter. You guys tell me. I'm thinking Spanish moss, and then cover it with snow paste, and then sprinkle the faux snow. What do you guys think? It's gonna be a mess. Hey, 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 my gayo. You know what I mean? Because I need some type of grit for them to stand in. You know what I'm saying? Not grit, some texture, some earth. It's been a long week. Oh, y'all know I hate Spanish moss. I hate moss. I hate this stuff. It is on the same. Oh no, bunny! It's on the same scale as like regular glitter. It's like good cuggly muggly. All right. Is Lucia here? Did I miss Lucia? My comments are frozen on this screen. So if I've missed you, I'm so sorry. All right. So obviously we can only do the inner circle there. So pops. Look, twigs and all. So I want to build what I need first, and then we will spray it with some Gorilla Glue adhesive spray so it'll stop going all over the place. Can I help you? Oh, it looks like lavender. I thought they were feathers. I like that one. Justin gave you a lot of cool ones, huh? I think that's pretty good there. So, Bubs, you don't want Spanish moss on you, son. Seriously. These poor little woodland animals are going to be bye-bye in the garbage in a minute. Poor little guys. Okay. So let's get some Gorilla Glue spray adhesive and let's spray that so it stops moving. You can also use hairspray. I just don't know. Like this will not let it move. Are you happy? Can you back up, baby? Because I need to spray this over the garbage can, babe. Back up, bud. Back up. I don't want this on your shoes or anything. Okay. So I'm going to take this and let's put that in the garbage and just literally spray it in the garbage. Now my hands are going to be sticky because I have to grab it out of the garbage. But at least it'll stop going all over the place. All right. I'm wondering, should we go ahead and sprinkle some of this on there now? Because it'll stick to it. You are just amusing yourself so much. I know. I know. I think I'm just hilarious. In my mind, I'm hilarious. Just kidding. I told you. I aggravate myself. Don't worry. It's not just you guys. What is happening right now? It's a staple. You are stronger than the stapler. Okay. So obviously this isn't going to do much for me, but it'll give me some of like that iridescence underneath the snow paste. You know what I'm saying? It'll just all kind of be in there. The snow paste is what's going to give us that actual snow look. This stuff is just going to give me like the, you know, that AB look. Troy. Troy's getting out more Gorilla Glue. I don't need that, bud. Okay, so let's put that in there like that. And then we need to get our snow paste. And I probably am going to use... I have my, because, you know, I clean my little spout every time, but I think I'm going to... And it'll go down once we start putting all of our little things in. I'm just trying to get this all, the base of it done now, and then we'll start pushing it all down and making it flatter, because right now it looks like a tumbleweed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, the things that we do. No. No. All right. I don't want to put that back on there yet. I don't want to get it dirty if I don't want it. Your little your little sneak took your can of Gorilla Glue. Yeah, he put it right here. Oh, he took it. I thought he was pulling it back out. Okay, so our Santa, see, this is the only thing I don't like about, oh, actually, his foot isn't going to be, okay, hold on, you guys. You know what I didn't make are any L brackets for them to stand up in, but that's okay. I just thought about that right now. And the funny thing is I was telling Lindy to make L brackets for her nativity. It's gonna look so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, this one. In our mind, you are. Oh, that's that thing where you're like, I'm laughing with you, not at you, Terry. Mm-hmm. Oh, Troy James, you better not throw that ball. Don't you throw that ball. You're going to smack me right in the head. Okay. So we heated that back up. I am going to, you know, when I was walking down the stairs earlier, Troy threw the ball at Onyx from up there. No, it didn't hit me or anything. And no, he wasn't in the back going. Okay, so I heated that back up because that is going to go on the top. So while it's cooling, let's get that on there. And again, because I didn't make any L brackets for these guys, we need to be careful with how we put them in here. Yeah, he's a busy guy. All the doggone time, he's a busy guy. He's got eyes. We almost forgot his eyeballs. Okay, he was looking a little strange. I was wondering why, and it's because he didn't have any eyeballs. Sure, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do first. So his foot really is up in the air, but I think we can probably hide it underneath the moss so he's, or maybe we can put the rock there, and then he's not facing the right way, so we could put the bunny on there. What I'll end up doing, Miss Linda, is I'm gonna have to make a little bracket for the back of him. I'll get him stuck down right now just for the sake of being able to show you guys, but I'm gonna have to make a little L bracket for him, because like putting him away and stuff like that is probably going to, you know, he's gonna knock down at some point. You guys look. It just, you know, he'll probably fall at some point. So, all right. So we're gonna have our little Santa. We're gonna have him there. We'll do another one up front here, maybe in this. Oop. Some of the snow paste underneath isn't dry. And we'll do this little one. Maybe by this one. Okay. And then we'll do the little squirrel with his little acorn. And of course, you guys already know heavy body gel. It's the only way to go. An L bracket is just like it sounds. It's an L, and one will be up against him, and the other one will be on the base, so he doesn't lean back. Lean back. So you can make it out of chipboard, some little like wood pieces that made like popsicle stick. I've made them out of popsicle sticks before. Just because obviously he doesn't have anything to lean on. That is going to be so stinking cute. Okay, I want to get him down for you guys though, so you guys can kind of see it all and put the glass on. Whoa, he wants this stick. Santa just went flying. I'm going to probably have to put a little bit of hot glue on these guys if they don't stick without it. Trying to get it all on the base of him. Okay, so those will go there. I think we will put these little guys kind of just tucked in here somewhere. Maybe one back here, wherever he at his feet somewhere. And then we'll start tucking all of that in. I will get the... Why are you turning off when I turn you on? I'll get the hot glue, which seems like it wants to keep turning off. Oh my gosh, now Sue's singing Lean on Me. See, that's why you have to have like 7 of every tool, because when other tools act up, you have to have a backup. So the cordless hot glue gun that we're waiting on keeps turning off. All right, so you see now this one has that little curve to it, so we'll put that on there. This one is not going to need, that's just going to stick right on there. Again, I know, you know, it's a cute heart and all. You'll be able to see it from behind, but and no, once that dries, it will not come off. You can actually use it as part of the, you know, it'll be part of the handle. It won't come off, or and you don't have to be afraid that it'll get knocked off, because once that heavy body gel dries, it's on there. It's not going anywhere. Okay. I guess we'll just go ahead and put some heavy body gel on the bottoms of these now. It's sticking to the snow paste, so that's good. This little bunny does not want to stay on without a little hot glue help, so. And I think this one is just going to kind of, I don't know, hang out here in the front. I don't want it in the middle. It looks weird to me when things are just perfectly centered. I don't know where that one's going to be able to go because I have to see where he... Actually, it might just be cute right in the front. I will pick it up and show you guys. I know you guys can't see. This is the only time when top down is not the best, is whenever I'm doing something like this, because you guys really can't see anything. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. We'll probably put him by Santa. All of the Spanish moss I will also tack down. Okay. I'm just making sure that's ready. Okay, so let's see. This is going to go, his little foot's going to go on there. So I'll put his little foot in heavy body gel. His other little foot, we're going to use some hot glue. Just because I want him to stand up for you guys now so I can pick him up and show you all. But again, he's going to need some type of brace to help him stay. Because that's only going to be good for like a temporary little thing. Okay. Pops, is this your phone? Oh my gosh, you're about to give me a nervous breakdown. That's an old phone. I'm going to say, since when is that cracked? And we're going to put you at a little angle. Oh my gosh. Okay. All of these other... I don't want to worry about trying to pick it all up and move it right now. Until I'm ready to like brace everything down. This we can tuck in. And like I said, once everything dries, I will put more snow, because there needs to be more snow down. Onyx. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, is it gonna cover him? Maybe not. You guys can tell me what you think. It looks so cute. Hi, Deborah. Hold on. What is it doing? Hold on. Let me move it like this. I'll put that up in the corner. My screen has been off this entire time, so I haven't been able to see you guys. Look. Let me take the comments off. Bloop. Oh my gosh, can you see them in there? I know, Papas. Now, there's a... Just for the sake of us not being like having 77,000 different lives with Santa, since it already took us a million years to paint, on the back, it's all white. So I'll have to go in and just... I won't paint it like I did him on the front, but I will just paint like a cream color on the back, and probably just use the white gold wax and just brush the back, so that way when you look at it from behind, it's not just white. But yeah, so the heart I'm not worried about, because the heavy body gel will dry clear, and the other stuff is fine. But oh my gosh, doesn't he look... he's going through the woods to give his gifts. But I love him. But yeah, so if I were to ship him somewhere or something like that, I would be afraid that by the time he got there, he would fall if I don't have him on some type of L bracket. And that's why, too, I'm not going to put the rest of the snow paste, because I'll put an L bracket behind his 1 foot down here. And then I'll put some more Spanish moss on top of the bottom of the L bracket. And then I'll paint the back of it. And then I'll put more snow on the bottom. And then I might even sprinkle in a little bit more of this now that everything is down. But it's so cute. I'm so happy with him. Aw, thanks, guys. Oh, hi, Jolene. I'm sorry I didn't say hi. I can't, like I said, I can't see comments. It's really banana daiquiris right now, but I think he turned out so good. I love the little, our little makeshift rocks, but they are so cute. It just looks like something Santa would be out there doing. He'd be having a bunch of little furry friends, and they'd all be helping him deliver stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, my friends. So tomorrow, like I said, Miss Ashley's doing me a solid, so she will be on tomorrow. I believe she gave me access, so I'll be able to set the lives and everything up very shortly. And then Sunday, I will be back on my page at 2 p.m. Pacific, so with Miss Lindy, so she can finish up her nativity scene, which is going to be so fun. So make sure you come back on Sunday, and if you're not on Telegram, make sure you are on Telegram, so that way you'll get a reminder just in case you forget, because I'm not on Sundays typically. But anyways, if I don't see you, have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, so I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, on Decky Posh Queen. Talk to you later. Bye!